Now it's recording.
Oh, can you see my feet? You really want my hair like that? Greetings, Galaxy of Geeks. This is Heidi.
He's Callum.
We're doing an introductory video for our channel.
A Q&A video. But not your typical Q&A.
We're going to try and focus on really geeky questions and go from there.
Question number 1. What is your MBTI? Do you even remember the letters?
Yes. Yes, I remember it. I am an ENTJ.
And I'm an INFJ.
And no, I'm not a psychopath, despite what the stereotypes would have you believe.
Have you ever gotten anything else when you've taken the test?
I'm like 50-50 on E and I, so introvert, extrovert, and I'm
okay, that's good.
fairly close to feeling for a thinker. What about you?
I've gotten ENFJ before, so the extroverted version. And I've gotten ESTJ before. And I've got an ENTJ before. And I've got an INFP before. I've taken the test a lot. I'm definitely an INFJ.
INFJs do it the most. That's how you know she's an INFJ.
What is your Hogwarts house?
To my shame, I am a Slytherin.
Why to your shame?
Because I hate snakes.
I'm a Ravenclaw.
But I do like green.
But when I took the test, I got Hufflepuff the first time.
So you got
Ow!
Ravenclaw blue, sorry.
I was a Hufflepuff the first time.
I got Huggle.
They like to hug people.
Yes.
So maybe they should be
Hugglepuff.
renamed to Hugglepuff.
Yep.
What is your favorite, or who is your favorite fictional character? If you had to pick one.
Now, is this the one we like the most, one we connect with the most?
No, just your favorite.
Oh.
So probably the first one that comes to your mind.
I don't know, for a long time it was just Yoda.
Why?
Because he's epic. He's green and he's got a lightsaber and he bounces around. And I really like Legolas, but that's really hard.
I have a list of my favorites on my phone, so I'm gonna cheat and go.
Rude. See, she does all the preparation.
I don't know.
She
I'm
knows all
gonna
the
say James Norton from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Really?
Yeah.
But he's only like, I reckon you like the fanfic version of him rather than the one in the movies.
No, I
because
love
he's
him
barely in the movies.
I love him in the movies. I know he's barely in the movies. I'm salty about it.
I'll just say Yoda for now, but I reserve the right to change that.
That's a boring answer.
Rude.
He's got no personality.
Yes, he does. Episode 5, he has all the personality.
Your
and Clone
favorite
Wars.
book or book series?
I don't know if they can. No, they can't see
They
that.
can't see.
Aragon / the Inheritance Cycle. So.
Mine's the Warriors series by Aaron Hunt.
But the Darth Bane trilogy is a close second.
Your favorite movie
Ooh. For a long time.
or series?
For a long time, it was Dragonheart. Like, I like...
More
So
than
if I
Star Wars.
If I had to pick a series, Star Wars, but that's massive. But for a standalone movie, I would have said Dragonheart. I really like that movie.
I would say Pirates of the Caribbean, the first 3, because we don't acknowledge 4 and 5. Well, 5's
Yeah.
okay.
It's like we don't acknowledge episodes 7, 8, and 9.
But if I had to pick one Pirates of the Caribbean film, probably the 3rd one.
I'd probably pick episode 2, and I know that's blasphemy. But I'd probably pick
one
episode
is that?
2. Attack of the Clones. So that's the one where the Clone Wars start and...
I don't know what happens in that one.
Django, the bounty hunter, tries to kill Padme. And so Anakin takes Padme to Naboo and Obi-Wan goes and finds the clone army.
It's not the one where Anakin goes bad.
No, it's the one before that.
Oh, I don't remember that one. I remember the one where Leia gets captured and Han Solo gets frozen.
That's
Because that
episode
traumatized
5.
me. And I remember the one where they killed General Grievous.
That's the same one as the one Anakin goes bad. That's episode 3.
And I remember the one with Liam Neeson.
Episode 1. So she remembers all of them except my favourite one. You can really feel that.
Okay, what's your favorite TV show?
Ooh. You're going to hate this answer.
Why?
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian.
Well, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's so good.
More than Doctor Who.
Ooh. See, that's hard. Because the overall quality of Mandalorian is way higher.
That's like me picking between Doctor Who and Sherlock. But I always pick Sherlock.
Doctor Who fits more categories for me.
So I pick Sherlock because I like all of Sherlock, whereas with Doctor Who I only like certain seasons.
Yeah.
So I pick Sherlock. What's your dream cosplay?
I'd love to do a fully decked out Mandalorian. Not necessarily the Mandalorian, but a Mandalorian.
I really want a full Pirates of the Caribbean costume. Like a proper one. I don't really like Elizabeth as a character, but I like her red dress that she wears in the first one. But it'd be so expensive to make. Or like a Jack Sparrow costume. That would be fun.
I still want a full-length leather trench coat. Or even a knee-length trench coat. That'd be so cool.
If you could be hired to direct a movie in a franchise, what franchise would you pick and what movie would you make?
So, again, going back to my book things, two main options. First one would be doing a decent Aragon movie, or I would make...
You can only make one movie.
I said or. Yeah. Well, the thing is, if I make the first
one...
one...
Oh, no, it's directing a franchise. Oh, okay.
Direct a movie in a franchise, yeah.
Do we have to start a new franchise?
No, not necessarily.
Okay, good.
That's what I'm saying.
Would change my answer.
Alternatively, I would make the first Darth Bane movie, or a standalone Sith-based movie.
You should do Revan.
Oh, that would be cool.
I would watch that.
So, yeah, the only Star Wars character she remembers and likes, other than Kylo Ren,
yeah, but I don't like him.
Is Revan. She
no, I like him, but Adam Driver got bad
likes Darth
scripts.
Revan. Yeah, he did. With the three movies, each movie, his acting and performance got better, but the story and writing got worse for him. It was really, yeah.
Well, I would direct Pirates of the Caribbean 6, and I would make it perfect, and I would end all of it, so they didn't keep trashing it.
Oh, they would.
And I know exactly what I would do for it as well.
Yeah, that's another answer I could do. Is I could redo episode 7 and just change everything. That'd be a good one.
What is your favorite movie soundtrack? Like if you could only listen to one whole soundtrack for your whole life, what would you pick?
Then you would hate it at the end, so it feels like you should pick something you already hate, and so it can only get better from there.
What? That's not how my brain works at all.
No, you see, if you get stuck listening to the same thing over and over and over again for all eternity, you're eventually going to hate it. So why not choose something you already hate? I've been listening to
the Pirates of the Caribbean soundtrack.
Yeah, but you listen to other...
for like over 10 years.
What would you pick?
At World's End.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's my favourite Pirates soundtrack. It's got all the emotional pieces. So like number 1 has like all the epic. It's very epic. And then number 2 you've got like lots of creepy. And then number 3 is like the very emotional. And number 4 is like really Spanish inspired. And then number 5 is like a rip off of number 3.
You could always just pick something like Ben-Hur, which is 5 hours long. Then you'd never run out of music.
I don't like Ben-Hur.
That's alright.
What are you picking? You haven't picked anything.
One of the Star Wars.
You have to pick one.
Probably episode 3 then.
So you're not picking The Mandalorian?
No, it's got a couple of nice numbers.
It has one good song.
And you don't even like the whole song.
No, I only like the beginning of it. And then it has the trumpets and then it's lame. What's your dream Broadway character?
Phantom would be pretty epic to play.
I want to be Elsa. If you had to pick a fictional character for your partner to date instead of you, who would you pick?
Date. Date or marry?
Date. / be in a relationship.
So you're saying I can still break you up and get with you?
No, this is like if we weren't going to be together. I would pick Peggy Carter for you. 1, because she is actually hot. And 2, because I know you think she's attractive.
Is that literally the only reason?
She's cool. I like her.
My answer's a bit more in depth.
I want you to like the person.
Yeah.
And I approve of her as a woman. She's cool. Okay, who would you pick?
Really?
No.
So, I'd pick Aragon. As in
Why?
from Lord of the Rings. Right. Now, the reason I choose we see him being super tender and, like, protective, which would be good for you. We see him being really strong and protective with his weapons. He's got all the skills he needs to look after Heidi. And he can cook. Right?
Can
But then, yeah.
We never see him cook.
He lives on his own, of course he can cook.
Okay, he might
Right?
just eat.
He also has leadership skills, very important. But the thing is, he is really hard to kill and he'll outlive you, so he can look after you your whole life. And will stay young and attractive for you.
Your favorite YouTube channel? We'll do favorite nerdy YouTube channel.
I really like Uppers Not Jumps videos.
What? I've never heard of that.
So he does like usually VR videos or just games. He says why such and such a game is a nightmare, and he just goes on those big long rants. He actually does really good reviews. He does real honest, sensible reviews, but he's so chaotic and crazy. I have to show you some of his videos sometime.
I like the Super Carlin Brothers.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
And I like their podcast.
Oh,
and I really like, it's not really a channel, but I like their podcast, Tessa Knitting and Brizzy Voices.
Hello Future Me also does some really good videos. He's another New Zealand YouTuber. And he does, he analyses things like the bending in Avatar, and he also does writing workshop videos and all sorts. He's really good. I really approve of his stuff.
I also like Cherry Wallace. She does like lots of Harry Potter videos. What's the most you've ever paid for a cosplay?
So it'd be my Jedi costume. Problem is that I spent the money over a period of time, like incrementally. So, buy the fabric, cool. Oh, got some boots, now I need to pay to repair them. Oh, want to build a lightsaber. Oh, there's another $100. There's another $70. And it just keeps going.
Much?
Probably around $400 to $500.
Oh, that's probably my average for like my more elaborate ones. So like my Taria, my Elsa. Oh yeah, all my cosplays added up would be over $1,000. The average, like not an op-shop one, the average is about $400, $500. Who is your favorite Marvel character? Not DC. Marvel.
Aww. Growing up, it was definitely Spider-Man.
Like everyone else. Everyone likes Spider-Man or Iron Man.
No, I don't like Iron Man. He's annoying.
No, I like Tony, but it's not my favorite.
I like his gear, but
I like most of the Avengers. Hawkeye's kind of boring.
Wolverine would be pretty high up there. I really liked Kurt in X-Men Evolution. She really hates him, but I really like that version of him.
I like him in Wolverine and the X-Men.
Yeah, so those would probably be my
favorite Avenger. So I have a favorite Marvel character, favorite Avenger. My favorite Avenger is Doctor Strange.
Yeah, fair enough. He's pretty cool.
And my favorite Marvel character overall is Logan.
Definitely.
Which Spider-Man?
Tobey Maguire, the original.
I didn't really like. I first watched Andrew Garfield, and I
really liked his original suit, and then they changed it, and I really didn't like his second suit. I much preferred his first suit.
Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, because it had that homemade
I thought he was a
look
good
to it.
Spider-Man. I didn't know why everyone hated him so much.
Because he was too cool. He wasn't enough of a nerd. He was too much of a cool kid. And also the stutter thing he does is... I love how he stuttered as I said that.
I don't really like Tobey Maguire. He's kind of old and boring.
Me old and boring?
Maybe. You are kind of old.
Ow!
You're turning 24 this year.
So?
That's old, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
If we were in the middle of a zombie apocalypse, who are the 3 people you would want on your team? Real people.
You, obviously.
Yeah.
So that's one. Could they be like celebrities, or do they have to be people we know?
No, it can be celebrities.
I want some sort of survival expert. Bear Grylls comes to mind, but I don't think he's actually that good.
I would say, I'm gonna assume that my friends and family they're already safe.
Oh, including?
No, you can come with me.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say, honestly, probably Daniel, though.
Yeah.
Because my brother's like super nifty and smart and good at making things.
Yeah.
And I need somebody with a bit of muscle.
You think I don't have muscle?
You have muscle, but like...
You really want someone who can think on their feet, because Daniel's good.
Your uncle's true.
Yeah, he's ex-military, I guess.
No! Sensei Arthur! What am I doing?
You. Someone like Bear Grylls. I don't know if I'd probably pick someone with a bit of better reputation, because his is a little
There's that one guy, I've seen his videos. Survival Man or something?
Yeah, someone like Uncle Strom would be good to have. Or, no, I'll just
If
take
I was
Sensei.
If I was gonna pick a
Am I allowed
girl...
to take Sensei?
Yeah. If I was gonna pick a girl, I would pick Jodie. Or Julia.
Yeah.
Probably Jodie. Because Julia probably wouldn't be a Philip.
Yeah.
I'll pick Jodie, my friend Jodie. If you had to live in a fictional world, which one would you pick?
Now, the trick with this one is you as you.
Yes.
So.
As a normal person. With no powers or...
But if you're in a world where you can get powers simply by existing in that world. So like if you go into the Star Wars universe, you're not going to be force sensitive because you're just you.
I don't want to pick a world where everyone dies all the time.
Whereas
and
somewhere
there's always wars going on. Like everyone's like, Narnia, but there's always a war. So
I picked Neverland from Once.
What, with evil, spoilers, Peter Pan?
Yeah, because I have powerful imagination, so I could imagine things.
So you want to be working for him?
I mean, the kids don't seem that...
Actually, oh man, this is the problem, is Once Upon a Time, the Enchanted Forest is very cool. But there's always bad stuff happening.
Yeah.
I used to always say Wonderland, from Alice in Wonderland.
Another good pick would be Discworld. Because again, it works based on belief.
No, there's too many bad stuff that happens.
But it's so much. It's a very real. It's a very good allegory for our world. Bad stuff happens, but it's very much normal bad stuff most of the time, just caused by human stupidity. Anyone would think Terry Pratchett was a bit of a cynic.
I think I'd still pick Wonderland.
Okay.
Your favorite Disney princess?
Can I say Leia?
No, it has to be like the traditional, like the cartoon ones.
You'll probably hate this answer.
Why?
Mulan.
What? Why?
She's epic.
I don't like the movie.
Not the live action.
No,
I didn't even see the live action.
Neither. I don't like the cartoon.
Really, she's cool. Or Brave. What's she
Merida.
called?
I love
Merida
you don't even know her name.
Well, it's not a particularly memorable name.
I pick Elsa.
Okay.
And my second pick would probably be Moana. And my third pick would be Rapunzel.
Yeah, Rapunzel's pretty cool.
Flynn Rider's the best Disney guy out of all those movies.
I like to think I look like him.
What is your favorite D&D class to play? You don't even play D&D because you're always DMing.
Yep, I'm the forever
I haven't played all the classes.
Druid looks the most fun to play, but I've never actually played a Druid.
But this is the thing, is you can pick a class and be like, this looks fun, and then it's not.
Yeah.
Like, I did not like playing Wizard. I played Warlock for the first time yesterday. That was fun.
That's because you're the only one dealing damage, because everything was resistant to
Warlocks
non-magical damage.
Warlocks get a lot of cantrips, which is really good.
The class I play the most is a rogue, because that was my first character. And
I don't know. I feel like my problem is I want to play a character that's good at insight checks. So like high wisdom.
So that would be.
But I also want to be really strong, and I don't know if you could get both of those things.
Alternatively, you could just pick a character.
Because I like killing everything in my way.
With a high strength stat and just
I
dump
also
everything
want
except your wisdom.
high intimidation. What's that? Charisma?
So our friend Nathan made a character, Lord
Death Grip,
Blood Hunter of the Severed
The fifth of the Severed Head clan.
And he was a Goliath warlock with ridiculously high intimidation strength.
But I don't want to be a Goliath.
I think his best decision was to try and Misty Step inside a dome shield and only just survived a strength check and
he was pretty
blew
great.
the bottom out through the floor. The shield remained in place, but he just blew the bottom out.
I want those kind of stats though. But he got the strength because he picked the Goliath race.
Yeah, she likes stat building. I like role playing.
I like the role playing.
Is that why you always make dumb characters?
What?
You always dump your intelligence stat. That's not a role playing thing to do.
I had a +2 to my intelligence last night. Anyway, who's your favourite doctor and companion?
So, for me it's David Tennant. Mary?
Martha? I love how you
Martha.
can't even remember
I'm
her
not
name.
good at names. I'm really not. So, I really liked him because he got that feel of someone who had lost everything down really well. He had that clever aspect, Like, I really like Matt Smith, don't get me wrong, I really like Matt Smith, but I think Tennant did it a bit better on the emotional level. Like, Matt Smith's more fun, but David's character was much more emotional, much more intense.
He was annoying. He was too human-like. Matt Smith was, like, way better, because he was, like, otherworldly, and then he had that, like, snap, don't mess with me moments that were really good.
But then I really liked Martha because she was smart. I have this bit of a pet peeve with characters in shows, because they really made this mistake with Bill, is they tried to hype her up as being super smart, and then she just didn't know things, or basic information, and was constantly...
they didn't make her smart. Her whole character personality was based on the fact she was gay.
Well, no, because, like, in the thing, she's like ahead of all her classes and beating all these people, and the Doctor's really impressed with her intelligence, but then she doesn't play it out at all in the story. Whereas Martha everyone just sort of forgets she was a doctor, an actual doctor, and she showed it. She knew all these basic science. She knew basic and better than basic anatomy.
She didn't do with it as much as
she could have. No, but when you're with the Doctor, you really can't compete. But it was the fact that as a viewer, I'm like, cool, she understands basic things. She doesn't need to have simple things explained to her.
I think Donna was my favourite out of all 10's companions. Because she told him what to do. That's
I just couldn't stand
but
Donna.
She would be like, no, we're not doing that. We're going to save these people.
The line that just sums her up is that Santa's a robot! And I'm like, oh, please stop.
No, but like, she told him what to do. That's the best thing. I didn't like the girls that like just were like and like swoon.
Yeah, that's fair, but I just
my favorite is I like Matt Smith, but Amy's not my favorite companion. I like 12 and Clara is my favorite duo, and it's for the same reason, because Clara would just be like, no, we're doing this, and 12 is underrated in my opinion. Only in season 8 and 9 though. I don't like him in season 10.
Yeah, no, that whole season needed a lot of work. He started off too grumpy, and then he grew into the character in the second season. And again, like the Kylo Ren situation, as the seasons went on, the actor got better at the role, but the writing got worse.
Season 9 is probably my favourite season, which is
where he shows
where
up.
Clara dies in that season, and that season with them was so good.
That's another thing I like about Martha, is she wasn't some special anomaly, like she wasn't the girl who lived, the bad wolf, whatever the other ones are, the Donna Doctor. She was just human and stayed human and got by on her wits.
I think what's great about Clara though is like she did try to be the Doctor, but that was her downfall. So she had the consequences for that.
Yeah, that was a nice payoff. But there wasn't consequences in the end, because she just became immortal and got her own TARDIS.
She was like, I was just trying to do what you would do. And, like, honestly, their whole interaction in Face the Raven before she goes out to die is, like, so good.
Yeah, I feel like it would have had a better payoff if she'd actually died and not become immortal. And got her own TARDIS and probably, literally become the Doctor.
I didn't like Hellbent as much, because now she's just flying around in space.
And the whole thing with the hybrid. It was such a cool idea.
They should have just let her die.
Yeah.
I agree with you on that.
Is that all the questions?
Yeah. So now we have to come up with an outro.
Remember to like, click, and subscribe.
Because it helps the algorithm. And comment video ideas that you want us to do.
Yes.
Things you want us to talk about. Nathan said he wanted us to talk about cars.
Cars.
And
I that could be
somebody else asked if we could talk about how to grow a Padawan braid. Because Cal had one.
Yeah, so for those of you
but we probably won't do either
me.
of those. Instagram's linked in the description box. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.
Bye.